On my last video, I got a comment asking me, why can't I just screen record? And I want to clarify that I can screen record on the PS4 I'm playing on. But the issue there is that it's on the PS4, and I currently don't have any method to get the screen recording from the PS4 to my Chromebook so that I can upload it to YouTube. So yeah, this is just what I'm gonna be working with for uh, until until that gets fixed at a later date, an unspecified later date, of course. But anyways, welcome back. I still have a cow. Let's see if we can find this cow a buddy to, do uh, to have, you know, love. I don't need to explain it to you. Anyways, my throat's scruffy because I just ate some fried chicken. Wandering trader. I can't even trade with him, so why am I even checking his trades? I don't know. Okay, cow, we're gonna find you a buddy. We're gonna find you a friend with benefits. Specifically of a cow, of of your same species, because any different species and you'd create like some weird, horrifying hybrid monster or whatever that probably can't even reproduce itself. So come here and let's see what we can find, and maybe I'll build a pen for you. I can just leave it there, actually. I, I, I didn't actually even have a purpose for bringing it out in the first place. I could have just brought it back home. It wouldn't have made that much of a difference, really, but... Yeah, okay, immediately we find a buddy for the cow. Okay. You two are going to be helpful for later. Oh, and even more buddies. Foursome? Foursome, anyone? But yeah, this is going well so far, I'd say. Besides episode 1. Um, let's just hope episode 1 isn't just like a sign for the rest of the series. Let's just hope it was a random fluke. As I say nervously, come on, cows, come over here. Stop trying to get back on land. Okay, it's time to do the tedious process of bringing them while drowns are attacking me. Bringing them across water while drowns are attacking me. So, yes, they're all attracted to the idea of wheat. They're all coming towards me. That's pretty good. And we'll just bring them over to this area because it's much easier and closer to land. It's just purely for convenience. And yeah. Okay. We got 1 onto land, 2, 3, and then finally the last one is onto land. This is great, because that means we can start a farm for cows. We can give them a pen. Yeah. Okay, so, should we just put them back in my base again for now? I don't think so. Just gonna... Ow. So, get down here, and so there. Now he can get down. I think I'm gonna start this pen just right in front of the house. Gonna craft plenty of wood and make myself some sticks so that I can make myself fence gate or normal fences. Actually, we don't even need the fences. We can just dig a hole. So I'm not going to be a monster and make it 2 by 2. I'm going to make it 3 by 3, so at least they have a bit more breathing room. I know it's not much, but like, it's cheap, but like, I have to manage with these guys somehow. So this is pretty much the only way I can manage with them. So there we go. No. Now I should just make myself a gonna make myself a chest so that they can actually store my valuables. Okay, there we go. One. There we go. We have our chest. Place that. Bam, bam, right there. And now I can start clearing up this inventory clutter. That's nice. So, I don't think this is a great place to ask you how's the weather. Because if I remember correctly, I've done that every episode so far except for the first one. And I don't know, maybe there's something about me saying how's the weather today, well, me asking you guys how's the weather today, that makes me not die. But I don't remember actually if I said how's the weather today in the first episode. But anyways, how's the weather in your part of the world? Is it good? Huh? That's good or bad to hear depending on whether or not the weather was good or bad. So, yeah, I want to start some... Also, I want to start a melon farm right over here. Actually, I need to start it, like, in a flatter area, so we go over to a flatter area. This is relatively flatter. It's not quite that flat, but it'll do. So, okay, gotta make sure there's a hole, and then, nope, okay, there we go, and then, let's make a few melons, and then, there we go. Now we have the start of my melon farm. There's more melons over here, but they're not attached to anything, so we can just easily grab them. This may mean that I have too many melons, but I don't care. I actually want to do a build with melons. I did this once before, but I don't think I've done it again, so I want to actually do it again and make like an 8 by 8 fully filled in melon cube. And I don't know why, I just want to do that. And instead of doing it on my private realm where I can't show the entire world my builds, why not do it here? Why not show the world my bad builds and keep the good builds private on my friend's realm? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just remembered that I think I put iron in this in the furnace. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's time to get to work on that melon cube, 8x8 melon cube. So first of all, let's see how many melons we have how many melons we can craft so far. Hold on, let me go find the crafting table. Okay. Then pop these melons into the crafting table, and we have 10 melons. Okay, let's see. Can we work with this? Okay. So I'm just gonna build it right over here. Well, right out of the way of this, because this is right on the path to between my farm over there and my house over there, and I don't want the melons to start obstructing that. So let's just start. Actually, let's start with a 3x3 for now, and then we'll gradually expand it. Okay. And also, since we got a lot of seeds from that, we can go and plant them over here, over by the farm. I should remove these dirts first, these grass, so that I have more space to grow the actual seeds on. Okay, bam, 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 bam. Da, na, na, na. Okay, we have plenty of seeds growing. Should I turn this desert temple into something else? I don't know what I could do with it yet, but I'll do something eventually. That's all I know for now. Oh, I still have 3 melons left, so I can turn those into melon seeds and add them to the melon farm. Yeah. That all about works out. Remove this tree so that I'll eventually have more space. That's gonna be helpful for the farm, of course. Oh, that's a big tree that I'll probably eventually have to remove. But you know what? For now, we can ignore it because this is only episode 4. I thought I found more melons, but that's just part of my melon cube. So yeah, I guess I'll spend the next part of this, like the rest of this episode, just trying to find melons so I can add to the melon cube, maybe? And also jungle, cocoa beans. Those are cool. Yeah, so here we go. They usually generate in patches, so they shouldn't be too. It shouldn't be too hard to find them in large quantities, but we'll see. Let's just see for now. That's not melons. That's a cave. Pull out the fish so that I have something to eat. No, okay, few melons. This would be more preferable to do if I had Silk Touch, but I currently don't have Silk Touch. So this is all I'm gonna do for now. Okay, so 9 melon slices crafts a full melon block. So right now I have just under 2 blocks in there, and so far I started off with 10. So, ooh, this is a pretty like big melon patch. Gonna take a lot of melons from this. Thanks to this, now that fuels a lot of my efforts in making the 3x3 melon cube. And if I have enough, I might start expanding it to 4x4. How exciting! Did that kind of sound fake? I'm worried that sometimes my enthusiasm sounds sarcastic, but maybe it is sarcastic, and I'm just unaware of the fact that I sometimes accidentally blend sarcasm and genuineness together, and no one can figure out what I'm actually trying to do because I'm always constantly switching between the two. And okay, 10 more melons. Okay, so 10 more melons. We can now be 8 blocks away from finishing the 10 by 10 melon, the 3 by 3 melon cube for now, until it becomes an 8 by 8. Until it becomes an 8 by 8, yeah. So, any more melons? Yoo-hoo! Melons! 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 Just yelling melons won't actually do anything because melons don't even speak English, for one, and two, they can't even talk to us. So, oh, more iron. I saw more iron. It's not higher of importance than getting all these melons, though. I'm gonna get the iron, but I prefer the melons. And plus, it was only 1 iron anyways. So who really cares about that iron? That iron kind of just was stingy. Ah. Oh, you. Trying to be stingy with the iron, huh? Well, I'm not taking it. I want more iron and more melons. Granted that I don't already have enough for the 3 by 3 that I promised for at least today. But anyways, I want my melons. And iron. That probably sounded sarcastic again. I'm just realizing that I kind of just sound like someone who's always being sarcastic. I think that's just the thing with my accent. I don't know if that's actually like a thing that most people hear or not, but it's only 6 melons. I'm 2 melons away. I'm 18 melon slices away from the full melon cube. Well, actually, 18 minus 6 is 12. So I'm 12 melon slices away from the full melon cube. Which is... Wait, no, I'm 3 melon slices away from the full 3 by 3 melon cube that I promised for today's video. That'll eventually become an 8 by 8 melon cube, of course, as I already explained. You don't, yada yada, you don't need to go over that again. But anyways, more melons. I may have exhausted the full jungle of melons. Maybe not. I mean, there's a slight chance that I did, but I don't think it's likely. Usually, they're pretty bountiful with the melons. Ah, there we go. This lone melon, supposedly lone melon, gets me up to just enough, and with 3 left over, and right as I say that, I find more melons. Huh. That's kind of cool. In some ways, it's also kind of weird in some others, but it's not that big of a deal. So, anyways, how's the weather No, I already asked that in this episode. Could you imagine, like, if I just constantly asked that because, like, I had schizophrenia or something? That would suck. A whole big patch of melons. I'm gonna get it because it's more melons and it'll add to my eventual 8 by 8 melon cube. But and I'm thankful for finding it, of course. I'm really thankful for this game. Thank you so much. And I'm not actually going to be complaining about this. I was probably going to, if I don't know where I was headed with that, but I'm no longer headed there if I was headed there in the first place. Yeah. So anyways, does melons sound like a real word anymore to you guys? I probably said it a lot and it doesn't sound like a real word whenever I say melon. Melon, 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 melon. Okay. And right as it's becoming nighttime, I finish my 3x3 melon cube that I promised for today's video that'll eventually become an 8x8 melon cube. Woo! Man, all this talking has actually... I think I'm actually getting better at talking. Like there's just like the very slightest of the slightest notice, like, differences between before, like, episode 1 and kind of now. It's not that big of a difference, but anyways, if bye. This is kind of an awkward way to end, but you know what, it's certainly a way to end it. So I guess I'll end it right now. 3, 2, 1, bye.